Hello, hello, hello. It's your girl Jalen Joanna on another episode of To Whom It May Concern. And I'm really excited about today's episode. Today we're going to be doing a glam night makeup tutorial with your girl Jalen Joanna. I'm really excited about tonight's episode because I've done a no makeup look tutorial, and I'm actually really excited to be able to take it to the next level. So if you like what you see and you like what you're about to hear, please click subscribe, like, share, and make sure to comment on the videos. We are on location in my bathroom. You can see my beautiful Nubian shower curtain. I love her to death, and all of my little goodies in there. And this is the first time I'm actually doing it with Otto here. He's actually here in the bathroom, and he won't leave my side, so he's like relaxing here. Say hi, Otto. Hi. Okay, no, get down, baby. Get down. Get down. Okay, because I keep saying his name, so I gotta get him down. Anyway, so what I've done already, let me tell you exactly what I've done. I picked out what I want to wear, and it's down to 2 different outfits. One is gonna be more blue, and one is gonna be more green. So I really don't know exactly what I want to wear yet. So the makeup is gonna be in the peachy kind of undertones, very bronzy, very natural. As you can see, I already have my eyebrows it's like a micro tattooing. It's like a it's like a pigmentation tattooing kind of thing that I have with my eyebrows. Micro needling, that's what it's called. And then I also have my lashes done. So those are the 2 things that are gonna limit me just a little bit. So I won't be able to do any eyeliner, any major eyeshadow, or I might need a little bit of a brow highlight. We'll see, where this is gonna take us. But as you can see, I'm all moisturized. I'm actually gonna put a little bit more moisturizer on my face just to get me a little bit more even. And then we're gonna start with the makeup. So I'm right here at my vanity in my bathroom. And on my body, I wear like coconut oil and I wear like fragrant moisturizers. But on your face, you really can't handle those. So I use something from Claire de Beauté. And this is the Protective Fortifying Emulsion in the broad spectrum of SPF 22. The reason that I'm choosing something kind of peachy for my makeup today is because complementary colors really work. I wanted to choose something that'll work with both the green as well as the blue. I think I'm gonna do the blue look, but I can definitely try that green top on. It's pretty much the same top. It's just that one is green and one is blue. They're both off the shoulder. I'm gonna wear these jeggings underneath, and I'm trying, like, it really focuses around which shoe is more comfortable. So the thing I love about this is that it has this broad spectrum SPF of 22. The 22 just basically means if you take a 0 and add it to it, it's 220 minutes protected from the broad spectrum of the sun. Now, obviously I'm going out at night, so there's not gonna be any quote unquote sun, but there are still UVA and UVB rays in the atmosphere that you wanna protect yourself from. So it's 220 minutes of exposure. And then also it has this like light reflective quality that actually makes your skin look really glowy. So it may look dewy, but it's actually like nice and dry, and it has a nice bounce to it. So what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna start with the foundation. So we're gonna open this up again. I don't have too much room on my vanity because it's just like a vanity and then the sink. So that's why I have to do this. So I'm gonna be using the Etherealist Skin Illuminating Foundation in the color of 7, and I'm gonna be using it with a wet sponge. So I'm gonna wet the sponge gently, just like a little bit. I always put it on the back of my hand because I want it to be kind of warm. And then I take the sponge, take the back of my hand, and I just kind of dip it in. So I'm just gonna basically go all over and just go until I get a natural light coverage. And then we're gonna go in and just make sure everything is perfect. The reason I like to use it with a wet sponge is because I find that it blends into the skin a little bit more seamlessly and just gives you a much more flawless application, because I don't like to have full coverage. I like to have my skin, like, I want you to be able to see my skin. So that's like really important to me. I don't want it to feel cakey. I don't want it to feel too heavy. But see, you barely have to use anything. And I go a little bit more in this area. And it may look like I'm beating up my skin, but I'm actually really light-handed. So, being a makeup artist for about 20 years, pretty much every single person that I've ever done makeup on has told me that I have a light touch. You don't need to be too rough with your skin. You can be very light. And you just keep going until you literally can't see it anymore. But it just gives you like a really flawless application. And then what I like to do, I always like to go over my lip to give my lip like a really nice base, okay? So I take a little. The reason that we can't really do any eyeshadow or anything like that is because when you're wearing lash extensions, you can't put any makeup on them. So my skin gives it the illusion of this like kind of smokier eye, and then we're gonna go in there with the crease color, which is a bronzer that I like to use to give me like a little bit more dimension. Okay, so now that we're done with that, we want to go in with the we want to go in with the contour. I'm going to use another shade of foundation, and this one is number 11. This is much, much, much darker than my actual skin tone. So we're going to go in and we're going to create dimension, and you literally only need that little bit. So I'm going to move the foundation. So this side is the side that I'm going to use with my concealer, and then this side, you know, you can see the difference. So I'm going to switch sides. Okay. Just go in right in here, just like that. And it may look a little dark in the beginning, but as you begin to press it in with the sponge, you'll notice that it starts to disappear. So you can take some of that. I want to look like I just got back from like a really good vacation. And I'll go over here. So you're gonna sit that and let it sit. And then I'm gonna go in with my concealer. And this is the best concealer in the world. I've never used a concealer better than this for the under eye area. It's called F-U-C-K, I'm Flawless. It's from Makiage, and it's in the color of 09. You can try this concealer before you buy it. And what they do is they send you the product, you try it for a certain amount of time, and then if you fall in love with it, you keep it. And I have 2 of them, so I love it. So I like to go in and just create my area of light. And don't be scared of this concealer because it blends in really well. I always go to my nose, a little right there, little highlight right here, right on the Cupid's bow, and right through there. And that's it. So we're creating areas of light that we want to push forward, and then we create areas of dark that we want to push back. So you make sure that you use the lighter side, and you just go in and start to blend. Otto, what are you doing? I heard you do something. What you doing over there? Otto has been so wonderful. You guys would absolutely adore him. He's just so amazing. Go right in here. I don't really contour my nose because I have a nicely shaped nose anyway. So like the natural contour of my nose is fine. I'm like really happy with it. Just go in. Make sure you get in that corner as much as you possibly can. Now this is the first time I've actually done my makeup in a while that I'm sitting down. So I really want to make sure that it comes out really good. And I haven't had the chance to do a glam makeup in a while, so. And then you switch. And see, you think it's really dark when it first goes on, and then it's like extremely light. You're just gonna blend those two together. But don't take it too high into the concealer and don't take it too low, just like kind of, you know, press. I always do my hair before and like pin it up, and then I'll let it down afterwards and you guys will see the final product. Okay, let me switch over. I got a new lash girl here in the Bronx because it was really hard for me to continue to go up and down to see my beautiful Lulu Ajitame lashes. So I have a young lady now, she lives in the Bronx and she works in the Bronx, not too far from me, it's literally a mile from me. And her name is, it's Lashed by Anna. So if you go into my Instagram, you can actually find her in the people that I'm following. I think she follows me too, so. All right, now, I really love my foundation, really happy. So what we do is, we just make sure everything is blended. We get like right up on it. Okay. Make sure the tip of my nose is just a little lighter. Perfect. Now let's start putting some of this stuff back in the cabinet so I don't get too much. So what I like to do is I like to use a liquid, not a liquid, but a lipstick for my blush before I set it. So I go in and don't go on the apple of the cheek and make that like the Nike symbol. You want to kind of hit the cheek in this area and then this will be your highlighter. So you hit the cheek in this area and then that'll be your highlighter. So. Okay. I know it looks weird, but I like to get color that is intense and then I like to blend it down. So. Because when you set it down with powder, it's just gonna look like totally flawless. Look at that, that is gorgeous. You can always kind of smile when you do it and just get it really. What's wrong? What'd you hear? What are you barking at? And my hair is gonna like come down and kind of encase my face a little bit, so it's gonna be really pretty. See that? And get them as even as possible. Okay, and then we're gonna set this all with powder. I like to use a translucent powder to set it, and then I go in a little bit lighter with an actual powder, like a foundation powder, to go underneath my eyes. So, I'm gonna use this brush right here, my favorite brush in the world. This is my Clear the Peau brush, and this is my translucent powder from ELF. Translucent powder is amazing. Try not to load too much. You don't want too much. Just enough to set it. Just go all over. Because I'm going to a club, so you really want to make sure like your makeup stays put all night long. Look at gorgeous. Get above the lashes. Beautiful. Okay, so the next thing that we do is we do the eyes. So I'm gonna get my fluffy brush and we're gonna go into the matte bronze from MAC. This is right here. And this is a matte color, so it's not gonna have any shimmer to it. So you really don't have to worry about it kind of falling all over the place. Always tap off the excess because you don't want it to fall, just in case. And then, okay. So this will just give me like a little bit more dimension to my eye. So like I said, since I'm wearing lashes, I can't really go in and get that dark corner like I usually do, but I really don't need it because the lashes make it kind of look like there's a little darkness in the corner. So I'm just kind of blending all of that out, just making it look subtly smoky, but not really, you know. Right. Now that is good. And then I take a little bit of excess and just go underneath. Perfect. And then I take my big powder brush. I'm gonna take my fluffy brush and start in with the contour from the bronzer. There's like dog hair all over me. And I vacuum every single day. And it's like it's never enough. And he has such short hair. You would never think that it would be an issue. You don't want to bring your bronzer too far forward. You want your bronzer to go in the places that the sun naturally hits. So, you know, get you a little bit in your forehead, get you right on your cheek. And I learned something from Trish McAvoy. You go from a C to a 3. Once again, C to a 3. C to a 3. And once my hair covers this, it's just gonna look like all lifted and gorgeous. And then we're gonna take the same brush that we had before, and we're gonna go into the setting powder from Nars, and this is in the color Beach. Love this. And we're just gonna highlight under the eye, and we're gonna brighten with a highlighter afterwards, and a little bit of powder blush. See how that just makes everything just that much more flawless? And we'll do the same thing on this side. Right into the nose. This way you don't get a cakey look, you're not gonna get a funky look. And see, my nose already has like a little bit of that natural contour because I didn't have to go in there and do it. Like if you do have to do a contour, nobody has to do a contour, but if you have to, take your bronzer that you used and just keep going down on the natural shape and just kind of bend it out, but I don't have to do that. Okay, take that brush and just go, just to brighten up that inner corner and get rid of, get rid of any excess oil. All right, so let's do our cheeks. First thing we're gonna do is highlight, and then we're gonna do orgasm. So this is my highlighting powder from Nars. This is on my old palette. See? Just brush it. Right. Perfect. So now we're all highlighted. And now go in with a little bit of orgasm blush from Nars as well. And you're just gonna, this has that peachy undertone that we were talking about before. Perfect. I'm happy with that. I'm very happy with that. All right, so now we're gonna do a little bit of eyeliner, a little bit of smudging underneath. I do it on the bottom just to give me a little bit more dimension, and then I'll smudge it in. And I also like to hit my, see that gives it just a little bit more. Look at that. Just a little bit more for the nighttime. Now in the daytime, I don't go as dark. And then I will lighten this up a little bit because I don't want it too dark. And this is a waterproof eyeliner. It's called One and Only Muted Brown in the color of 103. So for me, that's a little dark. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lighten it up with a little bit of my beige and just go like right. See, that softens it out a little bit. Makes it less intense. And we are almost done, actually. And I'm gonna start getting dressed. Just do a couple more little touches. I really like this. Very, very happy. Let's bring that all together. And then we're gonna spray. But I don't like to spray on the makeup because I don't want it to hit my lashes because I'm really not supposed to get my lashes wet. So I put it on my hand. And this is the Pore Professional Super Setter. And this just sets the makeup, seals the pores, makes them look smaller. Now, if you don't have microneedling on your brows, you would definitely want to do a brow. And if you don't have lash extensions, you would definitely want to do lashes, maybe an eyeshadow or something like that. But having lashes and brows just really takes a lot of time out of doing your makeup, and it really has changed my life for the better, and I wish the same for all of you. So we're gonna do a really cool lip. So I'm not gonna do any liner because I want it to kind of pop. So what I'm gonna do is This lipstick is almost done, and I can't remember the color. It's from Kevyn and the bottom, I've used it so much, the bottom is like gone, but I have to go get it matched. It's like the best coral color like in the world. It's amazing. So go all the way up, all the way, because I want a lot of color. It's a summer night, so don't be afraid of color. And you want a color that's going to complement what you're wearing but not match it. So like I said before, with blue or orange, blue or green, I always wear something with a corally kind of undertone, and it just makes me look like really warm and really like Saint-Tropez. Saint-Tropez. See? But then we're gonna go in and we're gonna hit it with a gloss. I actually mix my glosses, so I do a little touch of this. It's called Delicious Lip Gloss, and it's in the color of Cotton Candy. And then I do Glam Shine. So this is what I do. Thank you. So I go in. Oh. So I put it like right in the top. I like to mix them. So see this? There we go. Since I put a little bit of foundation on my lip, my lipstick lasts a lot longer. Sometimes I use a liner, sometimes I don't. When I use brighter colors, I don't like that look of a liner outside. I think it looks gross. That's just me personally. I like the look of just color without like all that definition. That's just me. And then I put a little bit of highlighter in the center. So we go in with this right here. And this is called Kiss New York Celeste Matte Liquid Lipstick in the color of Nude Cameo. And I think we're done. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go do my hair, I'm gonna get dressed, and then I'm gonna show you guys the final look, okay? I'll be right back. Hey you guys, so this is the finished look. I absolutely love the way that everything came out. I look really bronzed, really tan, my skin looks really good, and I keep pulling this down so I can show you guys everything. Hi Otto. So this is the look. I haven't touched anything up since I did my makeup. Only thing that I did was pull my hair down and get changed. So I hope you guys like it, and this was so much fun. And if you like what you seen, you like what you heard, please, 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 please continue to subscribe, like, comment, and share the videos. I want to thank my beautiful editor, Duval Gar. I want to thank the lovely Mason Lavender in regards to my cover art, and thank Otto for keeping me company. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.